Hi, I'm Tanya with Tanya's Crafting Creations. If you're not seeing the red live on the top left corner, then you're catching the replay. I'm gonna do #replay so that I know that you're that you watched it. If you're new, do #new so that I know you're new and I can welcome you. And then let's see here. Let me get that pulled up over here. Hi, Veronica. So originally I was going to try and go live earlier, but I don't know. I got distracted. Not really feeling the best. But it's been almost a week since I was live last, so I thought I'd better hop on into a live. Okay. Let's see what I have in this pile here. Not what I was looking for, apparently. Just a second. Okay, what the heck? Okay, I guess that's what I get for organizing my craft room a little bit while I have a fever. Because apparently I put things in odd places. Okay, that is unusual. Huh. Now I'm at a loss. Oh, here it is. For crying out loud. I ordered some. Kelly, there's no room over here, sweetie pie. I ordered some rice paper in the mail, and I printed on it. And so I was looking for that. So I printed this on a type of rice paper. It's not the normal type of rice paper because it has weird little lines through it. So I don't think it's the normal type of rice paper. I don't think that has that in it, but I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It looks different. Okay. That's what I was looking for. So I have, first off, these cute little paper mache boxes from Hobby Lobby. And I was kind of wanting to put a cardinal on the front of one. And then maybe something in the middle or in the inside part. I'm not sure. That one I hadn't decided 100% on. The first thing I wanted to do, though, was I have this that I printed on tissue paper. And I want to put it on this little square. So I want to do that one first. And then we'll decide what we want to do here. Because I have some ornaments, too. And I have this cute little Santa Claus that I want to use on something. So let's just put all this together for the moment. Actually, would this one fit in there too? I think this one would fit in one of those too. So we could do that little gingerbread house in one too. And then I was thinking about maybe putting that on an ornament. And that was, I used the rice paper for this too. Like I said, it's not a normal rice paper. It had some other like mulberry rice paper or something it said. But no. It was a strange looking compared to what it looked like online. One reason why I didn't want to share the link to it or anything, because I didn't know how it was going to look or anything first, or how it would work. So I wanted to make sure that I tested it first. And that did not do what it was supposed to do. My tablet's being a little weird today. Plus, I haven't used it. I haven't even been in this room in a week. So, there's that too. Okay, close, you stupid thing. There we go. Now I'm back to my screen. So I need to decide what color I want to do this outer part. And I don't remember if I told you hi, Veronica, but hi. I can't think today. I seriously can't think today. I went to town, had to get a few groceries, and okay, so I'm gonna use these. So this sign came from Dollar Tree. I don't know why I wanted to say Walmart. I don't like the amount of beads that they have on there, but that's okay. I will get over it. I can always take them off and review and do them or put my own on if I want. So, I don't know what that was. Trying to think here. If I'm going to put this on there, so we have that. So I'm trying to think of what color. I do have this hazelnut, which might not look bad. Moss might not look bad either. Thinking maybe one of those two. Oh, she must have not seen that I was live. Hold on 1 second. Now she saw I was live. I was just going to message you, Ty. Because I just saw you sent me a message. I didn't purposely call you. I don't even know how it hit it. Next thing I knew, it was trying to ring. So I don't know. I have no clue how it or why it was trying to call you. My phone's been really weird, so I don't know why it does anything that it does. I really don't. I know what I forgot to do. Oh, I cannot think today. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I hit now. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm done caring with what it's trying to do right now. It's irritating me. So, I'm going to have to get a new one of these. Seems like I didn't get one very long, though. I had a second thought. No. I'm just not feeling good, so I can't think at all today. So I want to paint the edge before I actually do anything else. You know what? I'm going to cut this hanger off. It's going to be in my way. There we go. I'll put it on. It doesn't take that much energy to pre-beat it, so. Decisions are hard today. I need to iron that in just a minute. Oh, I know what I need to do. Like I said, decisions are hard today, and I can't think at the moment, so. This may be a little longer than I expected. And I still can't unscrew lids with that hand. I had to wash all of my brushes out before I could go live too. I didn't have a clean one. Okay, so I'm going to paint this more white. Just so that background is a little brighter. Now, this is not going to be perfect. I mean, this kind of is uneven at the top here. So it's not going to look perfect up there. But that's okay. It'll be painted, so it will blend in. At the moment, I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. As long as no weirdos come out on Facebook or on YouTube, then it will stay on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll turn it off like the last time. I think it was later the last time, though. And out of all the times I've done it, it's only happened twice. Now, you could tape it, but I don't really think it needs taped. I can do it without taping it. Not that the white's that big of a deal. I just need to decide if I want to do the edge in moss or in hazelnut. That's what I'm trying to decide on at the moment. Got my little Bindi behind me, and Callie's on the floor in her doggy bed. Callie will not let me come in here. I'm Bindi without them both. I don't know why they now both decided they have to come in here with me at all times. I'm not allowed in here without them. For the Creative Kinship event group, our next event's on the 16th. I'm not sure if anyone's posted the flyer yet. Can't remember if I told them to post it or not. I'll have to look. And if anyone hasn't signed up for an event yet that wants to be in one, you can either send me a message and I can send you the form, or you can look on the Creative Kinship event group and find the form there and fill it out. And then, like, as soon as we see that you filled it out, we reach out to you. It just gives us the information to be able to find you under your personal page and your crafting page, since you can't a page can't message another page anymore. I'm not sure exactly when that took place, but sounds like some people never were able to do it, but I know I was able to do it up until like a month ago. I'll have to tape this when I go to do the outside part, because I'll make a mess with it, I know. Oh, I'm still kind of exhausted from the bazaar that I had on Friday, or Saturday last week. Then there's another one this week. And then I haven't been sleeping good because of a stupid UTI. Well, that and just my normal pain. So that sucks. But okay. Okay, that's right. I cannot make a mess here. Yeah, I meant to come live sooner, but I just have not really felt like it. I've wanted to, I just haven't felt great. And I've been really sleepy. Which I can tell you what's made my animals very, very happy. They love it when they can go to bed. Okay. I'm not going to put that very far because I'm going to need it in a minute here. Seriously? Okay. Maybe. There's a lot of green, so maybe brown. Oh my goodness, quit flying away from me. You pain in the butt, you. So this was a printable from Etsy. Came with a whole bunch of, I was going to tape that. Came with, maybe, I think it was like 10, maybe 12 printables. And they're all like cabin scenery, but they're not all the same type of cabin. So I'm just using my utility tool to be able to get the edges straight. If you can tear it even, then you don't have to do it this way, but I know I can't. I need to drink really quick. Don't know why that always does that. Okay. Nope, don't turn off. There we go. Let's go with this one. You could technically take your sharp tool and run it across. If you wanted to make that even, you could run it across it and it would make it even. If it really bothered you bad, you could do that. Doesn't really bother me that bad. Just make sure that you paint the outside too. Are you doing anything fun this weekend, Veronica? Yeah, I need to get there are certain colors that I need to get down to. Getting low on them. Apparently this hazelnut's one. But yeah, I'm probably gonna stay home tomorrow so that I can um that way I can get a few things done I want to get done before the next day. And then we're working on getting people scheduled for the next, well, not the next coming one, but the next one that we're doing the scheduling for the event. So need to work on that a little bit tomorrow too. We're fully booked right now for January and almost getting pretty booked for February as well. I don't know what I did with that, but that's okay. I'll use this instead. Maybe. Ow! I'm not used to that one. I just got these tweezers and they're a lot sharper than the last ones. I don't necessarily care for the tweezers that the Cricut originally comes with. So I bought these. I don't remember where I bought them from. I don't remember if I don't think it was Dollar Tree. It might have been Dollar General. Because my Dollar General started getting a few different things in. Trying to think what color beads I would want for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our Mod Podge down. I need to order some of the better Mod Podge brushes. I don't know how come they have two different kinds, but Do you usually get the acrylic, Veronica? Generally, it seems like I usually use acrylic when I'm live, but there are times that I use the chalk paint. I mean, I said that wrong. I usually use chalk paint live, but there are many times where I use acrylic paint. Kind of depends on what I'm doing. Seriously. Apparently I can't screw loose on things today. I'm not a huge fan of the Walmart brand of chalk paint. Generally, unless it's a shade that they don't have in another kind of paint, I generally will not buy it because I do not care for it at all. I really, really don't like it. I didn't mind it. Like, I used it once, and I didn't mind it as much until I used the Waverly. Then after I used the Waverly, it's like, I like that one best. Oh yeah, I don't like their paint either. There's something about it. It doesn't. It's not as good. Okay, so my iron is still on. I printed on tissue paper. So what you're going to do to try and keep it from bleeding or smearing, whatever. Bindi, lay down. Always lay your tissue paper down on top of something like parchment paper, or if you have one of those mats, just to make sure that you don't get anything on the bottom. Lay parchment paper on the top. And then iron it. If you have a regular iron, you're going to want to do it for a lot longer. I need to clean that. Lay down. There we go. Boy, I don't know what the heck was all over it. I guess Bon-Ton? Some look like maybe hot glue. But by ironing it or using a heat press, it's going to seal in the paint more. Ben? The only time you do not have to do this is if you're using a laser printer. Since laser printer doesn't actually use ink, it doesn't smear like that. The longer you iron it, the better chance of not bleeding. You may still sometimes get a little bit dingy. Like some colors are harder to get sealed in than others. It seems like reds and pinks. Hi. I know everyone loves to see you. Who wouldn't love to see a bin? The iron I'm using is the heat press, the mini heat press. That's the Cricut brand. Keep an eye out. Sometimes you can get those on sale. Okay, lay down. And then lay this where you want it. I'm going to leave a little at the top. Oh, hi, Sarah. I did not see that you were on here. That's not straight. There we go. I'm like, those trees are slanted. Okay. We're going to iron this in. And then once we get this finished, we'll start on the Christmas one. I did a custom order for a lady at the bazaar Saturday, and that's where I came across, or that's when I came across these images, and I knew I wanted to do another craft with it, so. I hope I did this the right way. I mean, I hope the holes are at the top. Yes, they are. Okay. For a second there, I thought, oh my goodness, I did it wrong, but I didn't. Okay, you're gonna take your sharp tool, since that is not a word we're allowed to use. And you have to be careful or you do what I just did. And again, that must not have been down all the way. It's okay, I can fix it. Okay. So Sarah, your package just went out today. So I don't remember what day it said it would get there, but I sent you the tracking number. Okay, so if you kind of screw up down there like I did, just kind of get anything loose out of the way. Honestly, I don't know if you'd really notice it that much, but I am going to fix it. So as you can see, it kind of tore down there, but that's what we have so far. So all you technically have to do is just take a little piece, little bit of this, which is just the Mod Podge. got way too far in. And just push it up with your fingernail up against the edge. Dry it. Take your sharp tool. Oh, still not dry. Some of the areas are a little tuskier than others. What I'm going to do is, I have that dried, and I'm going to take my onion. There we go. And I might need a new blade. Okay. Not sure why this one's being a pain, but that's okay. Probably because I am tired and not feeling well. Okay. The only thing I'm doing with this one, touching up here and there where I just scraped it. I forgot to cut that part off at the top. There we go. Okay, get this. Oops, I need to brush that across better. And then get that dried. And then I'm going to let this sit. And I'm going to just make sure that this is completely dry underneath. And I'll Mod Podge over the top tomorrow. Sometimes that's best just to let it sit overnight and then Mod Podge over the top afterwards. Okay, let me close this really quick. And then those will come off, yes. Instead of the ones that it came with, I'm going to use these because they match my paint. No, hold on, Ben. Here's my bead threader. So I think 10 should be good. For some reason, theirs always has an uneven amount of beads on. No idea why. I mean, I know some crafters like uneven numbers, but for hanging or for beads, it's not the best idea because it hangs uneven sometimes. That does not look like enough. Try this. Okay, that's good. Actually, there, that's better. Okay, so we're gonna chop that off. And then to get it through the hole, you're gonna take a bead threader. Okay, tie that on. Don't do it too short or it's going to pull off. Oh my gosh. There we go. And then if you want to make sure that the string doesn't come undone, put a little bit of hot glue on it. Slide your bead over the top. If you leave it long enough, you can actually string it back through. And then you end up with your cute little mountain scenery. Oh, my wrist is sore. And then where are you? There's not really a whole lot to do to this one because, well, I guess it depends on how I do this one. Oh, ow. Ah, not cutting straight here. I ended up with a blister like right here on my hand where where the scissors rub. And so now anytime I cut something, it irritates it. Of course. Because why not? Okay, so I have that one that I did with tissue paper. I really want to do this on something, but I don't know what. I don't know what shape I have. It's not going to blend in good because of the paper. I can't say that I like this paper that I got. It's not a type that you're going to be able to use and blend it in well. So you'd have to use it on something the exact size. That's the part that sucks. So I don't know that I have anything that I could do the cow on right offhand. Okay, so those I'm going to set up. But I do have I don't know that I like this paper at all. Maybe for certain things it'd be good, but I tried. It's mulberry. It said rice paper, mulberry rice paper, but it has like these weird lines going through it that I don't think rice paper has. Oh, I threw a cow. Yeah, it's really weird. It's just got like all those lines. That's the back of it, but you can still see it through the front. For some things, it might be okay, but I don't really care for it. Not like I thought it would. It didn't in the picture. It didn't show those lines. In the picture, it showed it plain. So yeah, that one there was like not good advertising. So I'll have to. And it jammed my printer up. I had to open my printer up and pull a little bit of it out at a time. Yeah, if you wanted the crackle look, it would be good. Now I do have this napkin that I could put on a cutting board if I wanted to. You're too big. It's adorable, but it's too big. And you're too big. And you're too big. Those I had cut out for a while now. I want to do something with these. I might have to do a pizza pan one or a round one or something with one of these. Because they're just so stinking cute. It's like, how could resist that cuteness? I have that one too. The one's small enough to work on anything. Okay, so why don't we do this? Put these two little cuties up. Oh, did you think Mommy was talking about you? You're awful cute too. If I could put you on one, I could. Yeah. Mama could put you on one. What do you think about that, huh? She's like, I don't really care what you do. I just want my mama. She's like, I just want my mommy. I don't care about anything else. Okay, you need to move back, sweetie pie. Thank you. So let's do this one really quick. Oh, we did it. Let's paint this really quick. And no, not that one. I'm running out of this one. Cosette. Who is it? Oh my gosh. I can't talk tonight. I seriously can't. Oh my goodness. So the first one that I did was this. That was the first thing that I did. I like the fact that it makes it kind of look like there's a reflection. I am not feeling that great tonight. I'm dealing with a stupid UTI and just not feeling good, so. That's why I haven't been on. My hand's actually not too bad. It's a little sore. But it's not bad. It's healed faster than the other one. When I did my other hand, this one healed faster. But that one's not bothering me too much. I did a bazaar on Saturday, and I think I'm still a little exhausted from that. That went well. And then I have another one this Saturday. Not really the brightest idea doing them that close together, but... I was surprised there were that many people at the bazaar because there were several bazaars going on that day. Not in the same town, but like in the surrounding area, there were tons. In one town alone, there were like 2 or 3. I think Walla Walla had like 3 bazaars all on the same day. So we're going to Mod Podge a napkin on. Sit still. Stinger butt. Okay. I'm going to dry that, and I might need to do another coat. I just used Deco Art Snow White. I almost poured the Mod Podge on. Golly, that sounded horrible. I need to get more of that paint. That particular one I buy at Hobby Lobby because I don't know why. It's the cheapest. That's the cheapest place you can buy it, and that color is the cheapest one that you can buy in that brand. I don't know why one color would be less than every other color. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to buy it there now, though, because they were changing brands. They got a whole new brand in there. I think I might have seen this brand too, but they did get a brand new brand in there that I had never seen them have before. There was something else that I had seen that they had a different brand of, and I can't remember what it was. I don't really pay close enough attention to their yarn. I don't buy it that often to notice, if it's a different brand or not, but I know they've been moving stuff around and everything else, and I'm actually surprised they haven't taken all the Christmas out of the front and put Valentine's Day up. You know how they're usually ahead with all the holidays. I don't buy this white in any smaller bottle of paint than that one because I use a lot of it. When I use an acrylic white paint, this seems to be the one that I like. Oh, same brand, different colors and prices. Yeah, I've seen that happen with other things too. And you know the weirdest thing is, I'll see that happen with the same product. I don't remember what it was. I bought something and it had one price. I grabbed the identical thing, exactly the same, out of the same spot, and it was $1 less. Usually when I see that, I go look and find the next one that said the lower price, and I use that. Or buy that one and leave the higher price one there. Because even if they're identical, I've asked them, since they're the same, can you just give me the same price as the other one? And they're like, no, we can't do that. So I just dig through there until I find another one that's the same price for the lower one. Oh, stickers was one thing I noticed it with. Okay, let's get this back part painted. We don't really need, I don't think, a second coat on this part. And I already took the plies apart on that, I think. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, well, that's a big hunk of paint. I don't know why that end part had a lot of clumps in it. Okay. Get this dry. Boy, that's hot. Okay, get rid of some of this mess here. Okay, and let's go ahead and get some Mod Podge on this. Come on. For this, I'm just going to Mod Podge it, dry it, and then we'll iron it. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, so let's dry this really quick. And then I'll show you the napkin we're going to use. It's this deer one. It came from Walmart. I figure it's one that can sit out for longer than just Christmas. And I see a spot that doesn't have any Mod Podge, so let's go ahead. Now, if you don't like the kind of sheen color that the Mod Podge has, you can buy a Mod Podge that doesn't have that color. It's ultra matte Mod Podge. It's going to be more expensive than the rest, but if that's something that really bugs you, then that might be something that would be worth looking into. This napkin came from Walmart. I like the shine depending on the project that I'm doing. So I'm going to do this so that 2 deer are on it. It's not going to be 2 full deer bodies, but at least they'll be part of a deer. 1 full deer and part of another deer. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't. I thought I took these off, but I guess I didn't. Unless I did and I only took one ply off. I'm glad I checked. I thought it felt like it was too thick. Okay, let's try this again. That's too far. There we go. Okay, so I don't want the deer head up at the top. So I need to do something here. Okay. I'm going to cut this off so it's not in my way. Don't have the biggest area to work with here, so I need to get rid of anything extra that's in my way here. So what I was kind of thinking of doing is maybe seeing if I can use that part. So if I take if not, I'm just losing out on part of a napkin, so it's not a big deal. I mean, I could do that to where the top part has that. Same design. I do, I just need to make that straight. and the straight. So I could do something like that. Put those pieces together to have that same look going all the way up. There we go. Got too much white stuff around. Can't tell what's what. Okay, so I'm going to just start with that part. You're not really going to see the seam because I'm going to stick a bow up there too. Kind of see a little bit of the lines, but that's all right. Once I get this removed, I'll iron back over it really quick. And if I've taken any extra paint off anywhere, I can always paint back over. And then just go in the middle, press that down that way. And then we end up with that so far. You don't really necessarily see the blending in there. The most you see is kind of where the different images ended and started, but it's not that big of a deal. Once I add the bow, you won't even see it. Where did my little bow maker go? It's okay. I'll use the big one. And this was just a napkin that they had in Walmart. So nowhere fancy or anything. Just gonna go over it one more time. Okay. It's right in front of my face. I didn't even see it. I know my little one is bow maker's here somewhere. I'm not seeing it offhand because I don't really need the big one for this. I actually would prefer the little one for this, but that's all right. Not sure if I need this big of a one, but we'll see after I tie it and hold it up to it. And then I drop it. I think that bow's too big. I'm not going to leave these this long. They'd probably be like... Honestly, they wouldn't even need tails. Or I could just fold them up like that. So do you think that bow is too big of a bow, or... Ow! I just pulled my own hair. It's a wired ribbon, so I can dovetail them, and I can bend it kind of up at an angle if I wanted. Let's see what it looks like trimmed. Okay, hold on. Let me tie this in the back. Get it out of the way. Could do the tail still shorter. To be honest, I don't even care if it has tails. I mean, I don't care if it has anything hanging. I think I got my hand bleeding again. It's right though. One side shorter. Got one side shorter than the other. There we go. Okay, cut these off. And then I might have even a pine cone to go in the middle. Well, I know I have a pine cone to go in the middle. That's kind of why I didn't care really if the top and the bottom matched up perfect, was because I knew the bow was going to hide that main part. But I liked the idea of the top up here having the same design as the bottom. And then let's see. I know, I'm squishing you. You will survive, Ben. Wish I had a smaller one. And I know I do. Never mind. So if none of you have seen these come from Hobby Lobby. They come in a white one and they come in a gold. So they come like these and they come like these. They make very good middles to bows. So you can take one, chop off the extra part. And you can kind of overlay them. And then just hold it in place for a minute. and then make the perfect middle to a bow. Hold that one spot for a minute. Oh, you girl and me, I'll girl back at you, you little fart. So we have that. Let's see something here. Buried the other one. So far, we did those two tonight. Did one Christmas and one non-Christmas. Trying to decide if I want to do another one more thing, or if I want to go to bed. Well, I won't go to bed, but be done. Let me see here. I do have some ornaments that I want to make at some point. We've got these from Hobby Lobby. And I have a few printables that I can use on them. They are cute. I'm trying to see if these fit on here. Oh, there, I can hold it up to the light. That one would. Okay. Ow. My leg. Aha, the crack. Okay, I'm going to save this printable for another one because I don't want to cut out half of the image. So, let's see here. Ow. Why don't we go ahead and make... Let me see here. What do I want to do? Here's a little heads up. If you guys haven't seen these at your Dollar Tree, keep an eye out. Okay. These are nice to be able to use. They had these last year at Dollar General, and I picked them up. Originally, I was going to Mod Podge over the top, but I liked the sayings. I actually had a candy cane one that I used in a wreath. This one broke, so I have an extra frame for one that I can pop that on. But these are his picture frames with the cute little bead things, and you can pop out the glass and not use the glass. And I'm dropping things. So that's something that's nice to have. So definitely keep an eye out for those. So let me see here. How do we do some ornaments? I really want to do that cow, but I don't know what to put it on. I think I'll have to think on that one. And then I want to do these at some point, and I thought about maybe putting a cardinal on the front, making that look like pages, and maybe putting something on the inside, but I don't know what you would put on the inside. But these came from Hobby Lobby. They're only $2.99 for this big one, $2.49 for this one, and they're paper mache. I'm not entirely sure what they're meant for. Storage, I guess. You could make a jewelry box out of them if you wanted to. But I have to think more on those and figure out how I want to do those for that. Then we have you. Yeah. I want to leave that one. Let's do ornaments. I had a sled too, but I have to figure out what to put on the sled. I have one more of those big sleds that I've been using for crafts. I don't know if you know what I'm even talking about. This. So I mean, it's cute on its own. I don't really like the wire or the metal bow, but I remade 2 of these so far, and I painted over this part and this part, and I put a metal word up there, and then I've had a Christmas sheet music that I put on 2 different ones. I want to think of something else to put on this one. I'll just basically pull that off, paint that, and then put a word up there and pull this off. I was going to put the Santa, but the Santa's too big for it's too awkward of a shape for it. These came from my local Rite Aid pharmacy, oddly enough. Which closed the other day. But originally I was going to put this one on it, but it cuts out way too much of the picture for this to fit on it. So I need to figure out something else for this. I had a thought for a minute. I know, I'll sometimes just stop moving for a minute and just stare at something, and you guys are probably wondering, okay, what's the problem? And then I also have this that I need to paint one of these days. I either need to paint it or get it to Veronica, because she makes cute ones. One or the other. Okay, let's see. Ivory. I just had this open. And I can't get it open. There we go. But I have tons of different printables that I want to use. Tons. Some are from Printable Club. Some are from just whatever. Etsy. There is a hot cocoa one too that's really cute. How big are these? I wonder. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these painted. You know, lately it's been, the way it's been for me is I've been really tired. But even though I'm tired, I can't sleep. It's weird. I like it better when they put the hangers in the bag, not on the actual ornament when you are supposed to paint them. Uh-oh. Come on. I hate doing this part, the untying of knots. I remember when our Christmas lights would get tangled when we were putting them up and stuff. Oh, I would get so frustrated with the Christmas lights getting tangled. I would just grab them and hand them to my mom, like, here, I'm not dealing with these. I hated doing that. Oh my gosh. They just frustrated me so much. Like, I can't handle these. They're yours. It's your job. I'll decorate, you untangle. I hated that untangling part. It's like when you're trying to untangle like a chain to a necklace. Like if a bunch get tangled together, it's like, oh my gosh, really? Now I have to untangle everything myself. Don't get it handed off. Because somehow I don't think my brother would. Be very gentle on lights, tangling them, or anything like that. He might. I don't know. He might. He might surprise me. Oh yeah, you have to be really careful about the whole copyright thing. Oh, those will work perfect. Okay. That gave me ideas. I'll take a look at your message. But yeah, mostly like the ones that get really picky are like Disney, that sort of thing. Those, oh my goodness, you do not want to post those. Or at least you want to be extra careful about what ones you post because they can get really bent out of shape over that. And if you have an actual crafting page, you have to be even more careful because they're even more judgmental about what you are allowed to post and what you're not allowed to post than if you do it to your personal page, profile, whatever. You can get away with posting more to your personal profile than you can like a page. Oh, okay. That might not matter as much then. And the main reason I know that they can get so picky is because I did have to remove something off of the page when my cousin and I were doing the craft page together. She must have. I think she had gotten like a picture of a gnome house, like off Google, not like something that you actually pay for, but like just like a Google image. And I mean, she did do other things to it, so it wasn't just that. She made like a little gnome village thingy, and we had to add a different door on it to make it look a little more different, and then they finally allowed it on, but they were being really picky about it. And I had to actually completely remove it. It was weird. It was really weird. I had made, well, actually, I guess I made 2 of my sister's birthday cards once that were Seattle Seahawks and whatever the heck they're. And that I would not dare post on Facebook because I think they would have had a big fit about that one. I really think they would have had a fit about that one. If you post it on your page or on your, I don't know if it is the same way for like your personal page, but if you were going to sell it on your personal page, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it. But something like that had something free that doesn't say like commercial use or whatever. For printables, they have to be commercial use before you can actually use them and sell a product that you use on it. If they don't say for commercial use, then you can't sell them or sell it with it. But sometimes if you just post it on Facebook, sometimes they're a little picky about what you're allowed to post and what you're not allowed to post. For instance, that gnome house wasn't actually something that we were advertising for sale. It was just posted on the page, and that was apparently a big no-no. And because it wasn't changed enough. And then once we added that door to it, then that changed it. Or whatever the heck we added. I think it was a door. Or archway or something. And then that was enough of a change, even though it was one little thing. But it did other things on it too, so I don't know what the deal was. But sometimes they can get picky with what you just post to your personal. It just depends. Because some people seem to be able to get away with a lot more than others, so I'm not sure how that goes. I don't know if they would have a fit or not on your personal. If they haven't told you yet about it, then they may not. Mine was like completely a lot of Seattle Seahawk. Well, you saw it. But If you have a page, you absolutely, even if you're not selling it, even if you're just giving it as a gift, you don't want to post it because that's going to get you in trouble with Facebook. But sometimes the companies are what go after you, not the companies themselves can go after you, not just, Facebook getting on you about it. Like, I guess Disney will sometimes go after the smallest company, even if it's not a company. They'll sometimes like sue you for it. Mostly if you made something or made it and then sold it and made money off of it, then they do. It's weird. Okay. Now I can dry. And honestly, they might not care. Yeah. If you didn't have the name on it, they probably wouldn't know as much. And you definitely wouldn't want to tag it or anything. But it's weird, some of the things that they get picky about and some of the things they don't get picky about. Okay. There's my gold. I was going to say, where the heck did it go? And it went all over my finger. That's where it went. You'd really have to look into the rules if you're planning on selling it, anything like that, and see what is allowed and what's not allowed as far as selling. But like that thing with that I was talking about when I had the page with my cousin Ty. They just did a Google image. Nothing was tagged to say, we got this image free off something. They just found it. It must have been like searching the image or something, would be my guess. Because nothing was posted as to where, the image came from. So that would be my guess, is they maybe do like an Google search or something. I don't know. So hi Stephanie. I'm just doing the top part. gold. I just realized I don't even have the screen pulled up anymore. There we go. I just have that top part gold. So I've already made a couple things, Stephanie. Right now we're just doing ornaments. I have a bazaar on Saturday. So I thought I would just do a couple more Christmas things that can go in that. I must have sold my last ones at the potato show. That or I mixed it with my fall. Because I didn't see any Christmas ornaments. But, I mean, it is possible I could have mixed them by accident. Oh, geez. That's not good. It's not bad here. Just a bunch of rain lately. But not really any ice. We haven't even gotten our studded tires on yet. I think we're just going to get them on my car, though, not my brother's. I think he's just going to take my car to work when he goes, and when it's snowy. Because, truthfully, if it's snowy, I don't want to be gone during the hours that he's gone to work. I don't want to be on the road around that time. That's usually when the temperature's starting to drop. I don't want to be out. So I don't have any problem with being home in time for him to take my car. Ooh. I'm not looking forward to that. I haven't checked our weather, but... Where are you at again? I can't remember. I can never remember who's in Oregon. Oh, Lapine. Okay. Yeah, you're where the weather is worse. Earlier, anyways. And worse, I think, in general. You're over closer to where Ty used to live. We have 2 sets of studded tires that fit my car now because he had gotten in that car wreck last year. Or, well, last winter, whatever. And so I told him, I'm like, well, why don't you just use my car? And we'll use up, 1 set of tires. And then when we have 1 set left, then you can get yours. And then that way, gives him longer to not have to buy tires. And 2, we don't have to store 3 sets of studded tires in our stinking shed. That's a lot of stinking tires. Printables is what I'm putting on these. I have 2 sets of these ornaments sets. Okay, one more thing of gold, and then that's it. I wouldn't want to be in any worse weather than what we get here. I don't do well in that weather. I really don't. So this was the first thing that I did, Stephanie, tonight. That was the first one. And then I did this one. The other one was a printable. This one was a napkin from Walmart. And then on these ornaments, we're going to put where my scissors go. Whatever. I'll use these. So on these here, I did tissue paper. Yeah, definitely be careful in that weather. I better put the lid on this. Okay, I can get this going. Yeah, I don't like driving in the bad weather if I can avoid it anymore. It didn't used to bother me, but after I started having like the joint issues and everything, and I just didn't feel as comfortable driving in it. Oh, that's good. Yeah, thankfully I have my brother. So if I have, usually for like my doctor's appointments and stuff, I will schedule them so that he can drive me. Because I don't really like the idea of being out on those roads. And I do it all year long anyways, because sometimes I just don't feel good, and sometimes I can make it to town, and then by the time I'm heading home, I'm not feeling great. I have had to actually pull over and just sit in the parking lot for a little bit until I started feeling good enough to drive home. That's happened a few times. Well, maybe more than a few times. Several times. Some of my doctor's appointments are like an hour and a half away, so those I definitely don't drive on those. I usually wait for him, schedule him for around the time he needs, or that he can go. Oh, jeez. He wasn't. Was he injured though, or not? Hopefully not. It's like cars can be replaced, people cannot. Good. Yeah, thankfully, any of the car accidents I've been in, or my brother, we haven't been injured. Well, I've always ended up with bruises, but we've never been like seriously injured or anything, which was good. Mostly seen as how the cars like ended up totaled, or at least two of them. Okay, so we're putting the Mod Podge on. We're gonna iron them on. I can't remember which ones I did it on to and which ones I haven't. Okay, all of them it looks like. Oh, my hand hurts. Okay, that one's dry. So we have that cute little gingerbread man. So heat that up. And then we'll see what we want to put on the rest. Got these. So that one was tissue paper. Was it an older car? I'm still surprised they gave my brother as much as they did for his that was totaled, because okay, his was a 2020 or his was a 2012, and it had like 130 some thousand, over 130 some thousand miles on it. I think it was. They gave him quite a bit for it, which was surprising. They gave us a lot more than what we thought it would be worth. But yeah, that's I think that's the same year that our old PT Cruiser was. And I don't think they would have given us much of. I don't even know if they would have given us that much for that car. I didn't care for that thing. For nothing. I did not like it. It does suck. Because how do they expect anyone to get a new one with the little amount that they give you? Okay. My hand is stiff. I don't really know what they mostly, if that's someone's only vehicle as well. I don't know what they expect someone to do. Because if you go buy a car for that much, more than likely it's not going to last very long or run very well. But then they're not the ones who have to deal with it, so they probably don't really care, unfortunately. What are you doing, monkey? Finn, you're going to hurt yourself. Do not jump down. No. Down. Get your furry butt down. Get down. Oh, that's her tail. I'm sorry. She did not like me touching her tail. Flipped around really quick at me like, why'd you touch my tail? Tails are off limits when it comes to Bindi. she heard my brother come out of the bathroom. I don't know if he was going in or out. But she heard him, and she flipped around and got all excited. Excited over nothing. Sit still. Okay. That would have been good in snow. Sometimes I miss my car that I used to have when we have snow, but then other times I don't. Be careful. Other times I don't miss it because of the gas that it took. Bindi, when I compare it to the car I have now, it's like, better gas mileage. I used to have a 4Runner. What did I say? Did I say 4Runner or did I say RAV4? I was thinking one and I might have said the wrong one. I don't even know now. I had a RAV4. Ty has a 4Runner. After I said that, I sat here and I'm like, did I say that wrong? I'm not sure how old hers is, but I know the pastor at my church has a 4Runner. I loved my RAV4 while I had it, except for when it came to filling the gas tank. I mean, I think between that and a 4Runner, I think that one got better gas mileage if I remember right, but still. Bigger car, so it's going to get a lot less gas mileage than a Honda Civic does. This part can be a pain, the cutting things out part. Okay. Don't think that one. Well, that one might work. Do this. And cut the sides off. My hand is sore now. Okay. I don't know what side's dirty and what side's clean on that, so. Let's go with this one. Flip this around and try and get in those little grooves. The one bad thing about this one is it has the little grooves at the top. Sit still. Good girl. Oh, okay. My brother had some kind of I want to say maybe a Dodge Ram Charger or something like that once. It was a really old one though. It was like the first car my grandma bought. For him. Okay. What did I do with my shirt thingy? Oh, that's a good deal. You know, I would have been smarter if I would have just cut this top part off. I have found quite a few really good deals at Goodwill. I mean, quite a few good deals. I found better deals at Goodwill than any other place, I think, so far. Gonna have to paint that part again, but that's alright. Actually, you know what? I might not have to because I can put something there to hide it, but that's how that one looks. I know the other one I wanted to use. I think the others, well, I could use part of it. I'm just using bits and pieces of different ones here. Okay, set that one back over there. So I'm holding that up there just so I can see. If I can kind of give myself an outline to cut out, then that will kind of help. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and we'll take that and we'll iron that one on. Moved on me. Okay. That one didn't work. That's one reason why I usually try to do tissue paper, because it blends in. Where with that one was not going to blend in no matter what I did. Hey, Ty, are you still on here? She may have fallen asleep. Okay. The lady in charge of the bazaar was that we're doing tomorrow, or on Saturday, was thinking of trying to find an alternative place to hold it. So I'm just going to ask her if she had heard anything. If not, she may have decided to just continue with the place that she had originally had. I don't think she ever replied back to my message yet, or not. At least not that I know of. Usually I get a pop-up on my computer when I get a text message, but I haven't so far. But then for all I know, I might have forgotten to send the message too. It happens. I did one last weekend. I have another one this weekend. The one last weekend went very well. And then did two in the spring. And one that was, it wasn't called the bazaar, but it was like a festival, fall festival. So I did that one. And then I did one that was just like a festival that our town had, and it was in the park. And I did that one. I've got the other one, not tomorrow, but Saturday. And then that should be the last one for the year. And then I'm still kind of in the process of figuring out when the heck all of these are, because I had never done it up until last year, and so I didn't really know when hardly any of them were. So we have that one. And it's not as dark of red as it shows in the video. I don't know why, but this one shows up darker in the video than it does in person. Okay, that's fine. We have that one. And then we have 2 more, or 3 more. If that will... That won't look bad, okay. Okay. Just wanted to have that cut around so it was out of the way. So I could make sure that I got that where I want. Come on. Okay. Don't really like that black part on the side, but that's okay. I might be able to paint that. I must have just not got it very centered. Let me see here. Okay. The other one. There's that one. And I kept changing my mind to the one I wanted last. I have an idea. Okay. And make sure it's on here straight. This one here further up. hitting it. Darn it. As soon as I get it placed, then I hit it. Good night, Ty. This is the last one. Oh, did you hear, really quick, Ty, if you're still here, did you hear anything from Terry? You may have already hit it off or turned it off. Is she still doing it at the Eagles? Okay, because I know she was thinking about finding an alternative place, but she may have not had time to find another place. Okay. Okay, and that was the other one. Old-fashioned hot cocoa. The rest of that sign said served here, but I chopped off that part. And then it had some other tinier ones that I might use on other ones at some point. And then maybe depending on how much I get done tomorrow, maybe I'll hop on and do something with that and this one, maybe that one too. When I do have that one and this one. Or I may hold off for those until later, because those are, some of those, well, some have candy canes in them, but some could just be for winter. Not just specifically Christmas. So, let me see something really quick here. if I like this or not. Nope. Okay. Now, what did I do with the other scissors? Because those suck. I can use this. It's hard because I'm left-handed. Oh, there they are. For crying out loud. I'm left-handed, and the hand I had surgery on was my left hand, so that kind of sucks. Okay, I might just have to hang the same hanger back on because I don't remember where I put that thinner. The thinner ribbon that I had. Not for that. Okay. Where'd you go? What you doing? You little fart. Didn't seal those before I put them on, or I didn't seal in the ink before I put it on, and I can't do it after. I'm not gonna Mod Podge these over the top. I'm gonna use a spray sealer because if I try to Mod Podge over the red, it's gonna be a complete and total disaster. So I'm not doing it. So I will use a spray-on sealer. And I do not remember the name of it. And I don't recommend doing it in the house. If you do it before you go to bed and close the door. So it has time to air out because it is strong. Very strong. Ben, sit. Ben. Mind my stinker butt, you. You know how to mind. I know you do. Ben, don't jump down. You're going to hurt yourself. Okay. What's the deal here? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, why do I have an extra string, but I have the other one that's sitting away. Okay, that explains it. was way over here. I'm not sure why I set it that far away, but I did. Oh my goodness. My wrist is sore tonight. Okay. So I have these little teeny tiny bows that came from, I have ones like this, and then I have some like these that came from Amazon. Stick and make me jump. For crying out loud. And I'm going to glue that underneath that part, and then that way it hides that bottom part and I don't have to paint it again. I'm actually not going to use that really, really hot one because I don't want to injure myself. So then that gives us that one. And then we should probably just do a red one for all of them because this string is red. So I might as well stick with the same color. So we have that one. Ben, don't. Oh, that was the wrong glue tool. I cannot believe it's this late. Then that one. And 2 more. Ben, don't. And then last one. Okay, so we have all of those. Yeah, my hand has definitely had its fill tonight. And my chair has sunk down way low already. So I'm going to grab the other 2 crafts and I'll show those really quick again. Okay, so we have these 2. And those. And my wrist has pretty much met its limit for tonight. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I like how they all turned out. Just wanted to do a few more things before the bazaar. Just to have a little variety. Boy, that did not want to screw on. Come here. So, that is all I have for tonight. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, apparently Callie wanted to get involved too. But How about I hide behind you, then? Ignore the little messy hairdo, little Shih Tzu here. Her and her little bad hair day. Good night, everyone. Good night, Stephanie. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow. Ah, stay out of my mouth. That goes for you too, Missy. I can't see over your head. Sit still. Sit still. You're making me click buttons I don't want to click. Stop. Calm out. Kel, stop. Okay, there we go.